Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber, and today I'm going to share with you the most beautiful thrift store haul that I have found in such a long time. This thrift store haul is very special because it's in a very small town that I went to visit my mom, where she lives in a couple weeks ago, and I was telling her that everything that I get from the thrift store, I can make a journal with, and she was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yes. All I need is a cracker box, or I could even take one of the books that I got and make a journal." So I wanted to challenge myself to use only the thrift store haul stuff that I got, besides obviously glue and scissors, and that kind of a thing, and my inks, but actually making a journal out of this, and I want to send it to her. Her birthday's in January. I made her a Christmas journal last year, and I'm going to be starting my Christmas journals. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you, all of this stuff here was $22, and that was because I donated an extra $2. So I spent $20 on everything here, and I thought it was such a great deal. So I've got some really super sweet, oh my gosh, look at the strawberry shortcake wrapping paper. Like, it is gorgeous. It is so pretty. I'm so excited. I got some butterfly wrapping paper, and then I'm just going to pile this stuff on my floor. I ended up getting these 2 calendars. These were free. These are for the next year, and I didn't even need a calendar. I wanted to buy them, and that's, again, why I donated $2. But look at that gorgeous sunflowers. Oh my gosh. A lot of the calendars that I have left are now pets. I've used quite a few of my floral calendars, and I don't really have that many left. So I was really excited to find some floral calendars. Oh my gosh, look, another sunflower. Yay! These are like the ones that I love so much. Oh my gosh. So excited to have a fun play with these. So I got 2 calendars, and then, so this whole set of stationery here is free. They're just in a little basket up front when you go to check out. So there's some really neat looking hummingbird. I guess maybe those could be honeysuckles. The hummingbird envelopes, and then there's some stationery paper. Look, there's butterfly paper in there, and then lined paper. There's this koala paper. Look how cute it is. Oh my gosh, I just love the old, like, 1980s, 70s stationery. You can't find anything like this nowadays anyways. So this was all free. And then this I paid 25 cents for. And it's just a colorful little set of envelopes. And then their cards are 10 cents a piece. So I picked up a handful of cards. Just pretty little cards. I wanted to send my mom a pretty one and have some in my stash. Look at these vintage envelopes, you guys, with this neat rounded flap and the old coloring. Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. All right, so I'm trying to fly through here because my little guy's hollering for me. I went to the book section and I got crazy. I got a Thomas Kincaid, Mother Memories to Her Child, A Journal of Faith. And I just really love Thomas Kincaid, and I thought this would be a neat way to journal for my children to have. Like, not actually tear this one apart, but use it as it is. So I'm going to be doing that at some point. I have a kid's coloring book, or not coloring book, reading book. And I just love the purple tones in here. Not necessarily what the story's about, but the actual purple, the pretty imagery in here. And then I have another sheet of wrapping paper, and it is, I'm not sure who this little girl is, but she is so cute. And they're like big, I'm going to use them like as big playing cards, and they're all different. I'm so excited. And look at the one with the fox. Oh my gosh, that is going right in my fall journal. Or maybe this one with the chipmunks, because the color scheme is just right. So cute. Okay, let's see here, what else do we have? Okay, Briar Rose kids book, and I liked it because I don't really have that many. This one's a ripped even, but I don't even have, like, nobody's going to buy this and use it, so I saved this. I'm going to give this a home. Rumpelstiltskin. I just like that it had big words and some big imagery, and it's really thick pages, so I thought that would be fun. And then this one here is, oh, 2-Minute Stories. Look at that cover. How gorgeous. How gorgeous are the colors on here? Oh my goodness. And you open it up, and they're really big pages, and they have just a really neat color tone. Let's just take a quick peek here. This one is, I bet it's like the 1969. Yep. So that'll be a fun one to have a play with. And I was showing my mom all these different things that I picked up. She's like, "What are you going to do?" "Oh, that's a really pretty photo album." She's like, I'm like, whoops, sorry guys. my camera's a little low. I'm like, yeah, it is, but I'm going to take it out and use it in my journals because they're pre-made see-through pockets, and it has a really nice beigey cream design in the back, and they're double-sided. It has a little spot for writing. I mean, you cannot just not have one of these for taking apart for a journal. So I could even make the journal out of this, but this is an awkward size, and you know, Mom is having to downsize some of her things. So I wanted to make her a smaller one. Of course, I've got some really neat looking graph paper here that I'll be able to coffee dye. So the only thing to the journal that I will be adding will be plain coffee dyed paper. I don't really need to add anything else, I don't feel like. I got another one of the children's. I spend a lot of time in the children's books. This one is an American Songs book. And I love music paper, but having imagery, like so beautiful. Look at this. To me, that is gorgeous. I wonder who's kissing her now. Okay. I just like the coloring of the flowers and just the feel of the paper, the smell. I just love everything vintage. Oh my gosh. Look at this. A little band. Oh yes, this is going to be so fun to be able to play in. It's going to be hard to take page out, but I'm going to do it. Now this is Munich maybe. And this is a big old storybook. I mean, this is like the biggest page I've ever seen in my life. So maybe I'll make a huge journal one day, but I don't know if I'll put any of these pages in Mom's book. I tried to find a copyright for this and I couldn't find one. So there's that one. And then this one here, some more music. My mom has a piano and all of her piano music unfortunately got wrecked. So it is nice to like remember like seeing creamy paper. This is 1958 music paper. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's just falling apart. I don't even remember how much the music paper was. This one is a song cycle for 4 solo voices. Again, look at the creaminess and the delicateness of this paper. I just absolutely love old music paper. New music paper you can make look old by coffee dyeing, but there's nothing like the feel of old paper. So let's just have a quick look here. I pretty much, yep. This copyright says 1896, and I don't know if that's like when it really was. Okay, 1920. Yeah, I mean, it just feels luscious in the hands. This is probably the oldest one that I have, so I know I'm not going to be just using this one all willy-nilly. It was too pretty to pass up. I just could not. I could not pass it up. It's so pretty. Okay. Now I have another dictionary. I have 2 dictionary books that I do craft out of, and I can lower you down now that I'm about done with my pile. And I just really liked that these ones are big words, so it's like a student dictionary. So I have a newer student dictionary, but this one has some really big words, and I like the old, obviously, pictures in here. I think it's super sweet. Look at that. Ah, acorn. Let's see if they have a fox. Let's just take a quick gander here. Oh, there he is. Ah! I just did my fox page in my journal, so I won't be using that this year, but next year. Yes, indeed. So that's so pretty. And then I found this book because I was thinking, well, if I was going to need something to make a journal out of, I would need a book. And this one's so super old. I don't know what it is. It's The Red Death. So it doesn't have a nice, it doesn't have a nice title. But it has really thick, I mean, I don't know if you can hear that, but really thick pages, super thick, thicker texture than any other old book page that I have found, but I just love the creaminess of it. And I don't know, this is a pretty trashed journal spine. It's pretty weak. So I thought, well, maybe I can make a journal cover out of a cracker box, and that would be what I would use, because I would hate to make this for her and it just kind of fall apart. It's on the edge of its life there. And then I have this, and this is another photo album that they had for 50 cents, and I got it because the floral's on there, and all you got to do is slide a photo in here, and then you can journal about it. So, I thought I would maybe use it in a journal, but I'm not sure. This is really thick, but for 50 cents, I couldn't pass it up. It was such pretty flowers in here, and I like the circles and the ovals and the squares, and then it just rotates those throughout there. So I don't know if I'm going to be cutting this one up or not. I might just gut it and use it just for a journal. That was the other idea I had, because I love the cover of this. So pretty. Okay, and now on to the fabrics and the loveliness of what they have. So in here we have brown cotton pieces, 25 cents. Like, I don't even know what's in here, but I see old old flowers, some browns, and some hearts. So pretty. I found this huge bunch here for $1.75 of really washed out music paper. Music print on white. And so I will probably coffee dye this, which might make the music paper not to be seen. I'm going to not do the whole thing. I'm just going to do a section of it and see if that's what happens. Okay. So there's that. Oh yeah. And I got a couple of postcards. So I got Montana, and this one is I do not know. Quebec, Canada, and then another Montana card. And their postcards, I think, were 25 cents a piece. So, yeah, I was having fun. 3 large doily, 1 small doily. And I got these because I like the edging. There's some really pretty shimmeriness on it. And I just like the lace on the edge. And, of course, there's a couple of butterflies here. And maybe a mushroom. I can't quite tell what I'm looking at. Maybe it's a buttercup. I don't know. But it looked really pretty. This small little butterfly doily. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. Somebody drew that on there. Like, I like it. I think that would be really pretty on a journal cover. And then I have this really old looking table runner here. It says, I'm not sure if that's 5 yards. It doesn't look like, 12 by 26. It's 50 cents. My bad. So 12 by 26 inches. So that's really nice. Little chunk of like lacy things. And some super old napkins. I love this one on the top. That's what sold me, was the one on the top. And then underneath, it's got that creamy, almost peachy colored, and then a really thick napkin here. And I just thought it was really pretty, so I picked it up. And then we have this really delicate looking little hanky decorative piece. Oh yeah. See, I don't have any of this. All this kind of stuff at my thrift store doesn't exist. There's just nothing like this around where I am. And so I picked up everything they had in their little doily bin. I'm sorry anybody else that wanted some. I got them all. Yeah, so some hand embroidery. I just think it's so gorgeous. It took somebody a long time, and it's going to be so neat to like preserve that on a journal cover. I'm going to have to go this way, I think, with it to preserve this side more than this side. But, you know, I thought it was gorgeous. And then this one, another little tablecloth. Look at the blues in that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then the last thing, I've got some really vintage purple fabric. I thought it was so pretty too. So I had so much fun shopping in the thrift store. I got there right before they closed, so it was a quick 25-minute haul. I'm sure if they had been open longer, I'd have a lot more stuff. So it's probably a good thing I ended up stopping in right before they closed. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what kind of thing we can do and make a journal for Mom. I'm really excited and challenge myself to use only the things that I bought. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you really soon. Bye-bye.